it's Raquel Bowman here, and today I'm here creating a layout for Olshenue as a guest designer for the month of January, which I'm super excited about. What I'm going to be using today is the Celebrations paper set, which is a 6x6 paper set. There is 12 designs, 2 of each in this pack, and what I looked at was I found this sort of pink with pops of black and yellow colour combo. Then I have some of the scrapbook embellishments that were released in December. So I thought about maybe incorporating a couple of these butterflies because they'll work in really nicely. There is also some acetate die cuts, and there's a couple of them in here with more neutral, so either like a black and white or touches of yellow, so I thought they could work. And then I have some of the new enamel dots as well. So I'm just going to get creating. I do have some of this pattern paper, which was, I think, from the first scrapbook kit that Olshenue did, the Reflection scrapbook kit, and I was thinking about maybe adding some of this in, or I might even feature this one here. And I think I'll just print a photo of my daughter and create a sweet layout using these bits and pieces. No idea what I'm going to do yet, so I'll just create as I go and we'll see where this ends up. So to begin with, I decided to map my photo on this spotty yellow paper from the paper pack, and off camera I had decided on using a bit of a vertical design, and I wanted to split the black and white paper. And then I really wanted to feature this watercolor look design, which I'm cutting out now. And I decided that leaving it as a whole piece maybe wasn't quite the impact that I wanted behind the photo. So I thought that I would have a go at fussy cutting around it and layering it on top of that spotty paper. So it sort of looks like it's I've done a bit of mixed media, but I actually haven't, and gives a nice sort of watercolor effect to the background. I love how it really pops too because of the yellow on there. So I've sort of layered the papers in a vertical design, and as I mentioned at the start, I grabbed out some of those sticker butterflies. I did have these alphas. These are from the Our Family scrapbook kit, and I decided that they would complement the colours in the paper pack really nicely. So I did put the letters for you underneath Sweet. Now those wood veneer are from the December scrapbook embellishment release that Olshenue had, and they've just got some really versatile words, some cute little hearts and arrows and things like that in the pack. So I was able to use a few on this layout in the end. What I did off camera in a moment you'll see is that I took the paper or pattern papers away and I machine stitched around the edge of that. That just gave it that little bit of texture that it needed, a bit of detail to the page, and I also stitched a border around the whole chunk of pattern paper as well, straight onto the white cardstock, just to give it that extra something that I felt like it needed. So now I'm working on some embellishing because I've got the base sort of my page completed, and I've added my photo with some foam adhesive that just gives that little bit of dimension. You will see that I will alternate between a thinner foam adhesive as well as thicker foam adhesive and small little squares, just to vary the dimension that I add to my page. Now here's a little tip for you, is I find that stickers are not always my friend because I'm not one to want to commit to a layout design. So what I tend to do is I use a powder applicator tool, or you can just use some talcum powder if you have some, and I remove the adhesive off the back of these stickers, and that allows me to be able to manipulate and move the butterflies wherever I want them to go. It also allows me to add dimension to them by just adhering them in the middle and then using small foam dots, which I have just to the top left there, to add the underneath the wings to make them look like they're fluttering a little bit. So I am going to do that shortly. I've added the wood veneer title directly on the bottom of my photo of my little girl, and this photo was taken just this week even, on our little holiday last week. By the time this goes up, on our little holiday that we took recently over the Christmas New Year break. It was just such a lovely time. It's summer here in Australia, which means our Christmases are hot Christmases. They are more of a barbecue style meal. We get to enjoy beautiful weather most of the time, and you know, we've had a few super hot days, and then we've had some, where I live, we go through stages of having a 40 degrees Celsius day, and then the next day it'll be back to 20 degrees and raining. So it's a very unpredictable weather sort of place for us. But while we're away, we had some beautiful days. I've added some final embellishments. I got a bit off track, but you can see what I've done through this process video, and I'm finishing now with some close-ups. Make sure to visit my social media. I'll link it below. I am going to be giving away a $20 Altenew voucher, and I will see you all soon. Thanks so much to Altenew for having me. I hope you have a lovely day. Bye, everyone.